All right, today is an upper body workout. We're gonna get some shoulders, some triceps. We're gonna get some cardio with some burpees. We're gonna hit the back with some reverse flies, take care of those shoulders as well. We're gonna do some suitcase sit ups, high knees, and 180 jumps. It's a lot on the menu today, so you're gonna be feeling real good, okay? And if you did workout number 16, then your legs probably need a little bit of a break, and it's time to hit the upper body, all right? So, overhead press, that's what we're starting with, all right? So we're getting 2 dumbbells. All right. And we're just pressing straight overhead. All right, that was pretty complicated, I know. So now, when you go overhead, you want to make sure that you don't press too far forward, because that's going to put you in a compromising position. And you also don't want to press too far back and rip your shoulders off, okay? So you want to go straight over the top of your head. All right. Now, when you're doing that, it's important that you make sure that you lock out those elbows as well. Okay. It doesn't have to be completely locked. It's super hard. Okay, but make sure those arms are extended out, and you're down nice and slow. Okay. That's another big thing, is having that control on the way down. Okay. You don't want to crash on the way down. So when you press up, you don't want to crash down like that, because that can happen. You have to be aware of it, and you have to be mindful of not doing that as you get tired and get deeper into the sets or deeper into the rounds, because you're going to start getting fatigued and you're going to start wanting to drop that weight down because it's just getting heavier. Okay, so control it slow on the way down. Okay, if you can't control it slowly on the way down, honestly, it's just too heavy. Okay, so we're going to have to make sure that we check that pride at the door and get the correct weight so we can control it on the way down. Alright, overhead tricep extension. 2 ways we can do that. We can roll with 1 dumbbell, grab one side of it, kind of make a diamond. Alright, we're going to go overhead and behind us, and then we're going to press straight up. Alright, so this is one way you can do it here. Notice I'm kind of holding it on the side here as well, and then I'm pressing straight up this way, okay? Another way you can do is hold it like this and do it that way. Now, the side that you're gripping with, so like right, if I'm holding with my right hand and going overhand on my left, my right hand's going to be doing a lot more work than my left side is, okay? So the next time around, or if you want to split reps, you're going to need to, make sure you get an even amount on the other side. When I say split reps, I mean like if you're doing 12 of them, then you do 6 with the left hand holding the dumbbell, and then you do, never adjust your hands while the weight's behind you, okay? Get the weight in front of you. Then you'll do 6 more reps with the weight in your right hand, okay? That's a way to do it. Now, some strategy while you're doing it is you want to make sure that you're not swinging it, okay? It's not a swing. And we're also going to try to minimize motion here, and it's really going to be all focused on the back of our arms here. We're going to press straight up. A lot of tricep workouts can be a little bit, you can interlock the fingers too if you want, if that works for you. But a lot of tricep workouts tend to be a little bit tough on the elbow, or the elbows. Alright, so that's normal. Try to keep the elbows forward as much as you can. You don't want them to be flared out, because that's not going to make sense. You don't want them to be forward. And you're pressing straight up, okay? Another thing you can do is you can hold 2 dumbbells, hold them together, overhead. Whoa, I almost took my head off. And then press straight up this way. Alright? Obviously, I just doubled the weight, so I'm definitely feeling it. It feels good. Alright, so you can knock out 12 that way too. Alright, after the tricep extensions, you got some burpees. So burpees, we're going flat down to the ground. We're driving up. Then we're jumping up, okay? Now, if you can't do a burpee, that's okay. Alright, what we're going to do is we're going to touch the ground, then we come back up. That's one way you can do it. If you're okay with that, and you want to try a little bit more, cool. Go down to the ground, put your hands on the ground, and then step 1 foot back at a time, and then bring 1 foot up at a time. Make sure your feet are outside your hands. Then you can raise up that way, or you can jump if you want to get crazy, okay? If that variation is too easy, cool, I got some more for you. Then we'll go down to the ground like this, And then we'll actually kick our feet back. And then bring our feet forward. Then raise our hands over our head or actually jump. If that is too easy for you, I like it. Now what we're going to do is we're going to try and get the flow going a little bit better. We're going to get down, get here, and then once we get back, we're going to slowly lower down. And then we're going to keep our hips down to the ground, drive up, and then jump up, all right? Any of those versions are good. Do what you can. If, you know, whatever you can do is great. 8 to 12 of them. If you want to do more than 12, more power to you. If you can't get to 8, keep trying until you do, okay? I believe in you. DB reverse flies, okay? So for the reverse flies, we're going to be in a bench over position, hip hinge position. Chest is going to be parallel to the ground. We're going to have 2 weights, my imaginary weights. We're going to open straight up, come back down, okay? When you're opening up, try not to wave when you come up, okay? Try to stay nice and still. And open straight up, all right? So with dumbbells, coming here, I'm getting like a T. My arms are pretty straight. My elbows do not need to be locked out. Open it up, come down slow. All right? Nice and easy peasy. On those, when you're coming down, come down nice and slow. Then bring it back. Down nice and slow again, okay? Reverse flies are very good for you. Reverse flies are not something that you do with super heavy weight. Something you do with lighter weight. You know, it's one of the lightest weighted movements that you're gonna do. You know, all things considered. Like if you're comparing it to your squat or your deadlifts or, you know, like your incline DB presses, your reverse fly. If you dumbbell press with you reverse fly, I challenge that something's off. Anyway, so that's reverse fly. Suitcase sit ups. I love suitcase sit ups. Alright. So we're laying down on the ground. We're fully extended, alright? Legs are straight, arms are straight. We're gonna fold up. We're gonna try to hug our knees. We're either gonna let our hands go over our knees or behind our thighs. Either way, we're gonna give our legs a good snug. So up, do it that way. I try to do it slow, my feet ended up back on the ground, which is not how you want to do it. So that was a bit of a fail. So try again. Up, like that. Back down, or you can come under and go back down. Either way is good. You just do what you can. Some people have trouble getting their upper body off the ground, so kind of end up like this, which is really, I mean, it's not that bad. It's not horrible by any means. But if you want to try to get your upper body off the ground, a big trick is making sure that your upper body lifts up just a millisecond before you bring your legs, okay? So I'm going to get my upper body up first and then bring my legs to me. And that'll help you get that full crunch, okay? If that's really hard and not happening, I understand, that's cool. My go-to is to go to a plank, because planks are amazing and safe. And then if you can't, or if you don't want to do a plank, you can just try to bring your knees to your chest and then bring it back. Alright? That might hurt your back as you extend out. So what I would suggest is try to bring your feet down to a place where, you know, they're kind of flat on the ground. So you go to your chest and then back flat to the ground. To your chest and then feet back flat to the ground. Okay? Just make sure that low back, that space where is not too big in between the ground, okay? So you don't want to have like a space in between the ground and your low back. You want to try to press your low back into the ground, engage it, and then bring those knees to your chest and back down. And that's just a variation for the suitcase sit up. If you're having trouble doing one of these or doing one of those, all right? And that's okay. All right, high knees, 180 jumps. Let's talk about it. High knees. We are just running in place, all right? So we're doing this for 20 seconds on, rest of 10 seconds. So it's only one round really quick, so you want to really rip it, all right? If you want to do more than one round on this, I love it. Do it. Record it. Send it to me, all right? High knees, 20 seconds. I'm feeling the burn. All right. That was in 20 seconds, I know. Okay, and now 180-degree jumps. That's what 180 jumps is. It's not 180 jumps. It's 180-degree jumps, okay? So we're jumping, making a half turn, media vuelta, and then we'll come back. Okay? Turn, back. Okay? Don't do a whole circle. Don't start doing that. Because then what you do? You turn to your left, then turn to your left again. So you're not working both sides. So we want to turn to our left, and then turn back to our right. Notice I'm landing soft. I'm not doing this super straight like this. Alright? Kind of land into a little bit of a squat. Come back down. Alright? Doing that for 20 seconds. Whoa! Might get a little dizzy there. Alright, and like I said, if you want to repeat that, you want to get a little more cardio, do it. After that, you're right back up top to the overhead press. I'm not sure if I gave you guys reps on this. So, overhead press, we're doing 7 to 12 of them. Overhead tricep extension, we're doing 12 to 15. Burpees, we got 8 to 12. I did mention that. Reverse flies, 8 to 12. If you can't get 8 reverse flies, definitely too heavy. 15 to 25 suitcase sit-ups. Ooh. And then 20 on, 10 off with the high knees and the 180-degree jumps. All right? Okay, we'll see you for workout number 18 coming at you live real soon, okay? See you guys.